Morning, Floyd.
Hey, I figured out why you stick to the local people. I ventured into a mail order, I guess it's a mail order catalog company,
Yeah.
and I had just a ton of fun trying to send something back that I don't think I really ordered. He says I did, but either way, it took days to get it back. And it's just, no. If I buy it here and I change my mind, I walk back in the door and we take care of it. And I also found out just because it says GovMint in their name doesn't mean they're the mint.
So
There's 1,000 people out there that's GovMint this, GovMint that.
So just because it's GovMint.com, it doesn't mean it's the U.S.
There
Mint.
you go, because I've dealt with them for a lot of years too with no issues.
So there are a lot of there's a lot of people
Everybody
posing on
you talk
that.
to is government this or something government, and they're not really the government mint, like they hint that they are.
So if you had to give a message to everybody watching, what would you tell them about GovMint versus the U.S. Mint?
Don't deal with them.
Don't deal with them. So
I'm done.
you had an experience with them.
Yes.
Let's talk about that experience
Well,
you had trying to return this item.
Yeah, I talked to the gentleman and I really wasn't sure. And well, you can send it back if you don't like it. Well, okay. Then I talked to another local dealer, and I'm not big on mentioning names, but okay. And I got some a little bit lower grade for a third of the price. Well, I get these for my grandkids, and they're not really caring if they're MS-70s or MS-63s. They're just a good-looking coin, and they're putting them away for God knows how long. But then I went to send them back. They sent them FedEx. He tells me, open the box, put this number on the packing slip, take it to FedEx, and they'll send it back.
What happened when you went to FedEx?
14-mile drive to FedEx because
Wow.
nothing against FedEx. They were great helping me, but they don't have any ground shipping places here. They have pickups where you can pick up your order. And I also found out that if they send you a label, then you can drop this off to them. But it was like, finally, the lady at FedEx, so you don't think I'm giving them a bad name, was very good. I'm talking to this clown on the phone on speaker
While you were at FedEx?
while I was standing at FedEx's counter. And she had looked at me kind of funny and picked up my phone, and I said, go for it. And she's telling him, sir, if you would just quit and listen to this man a minute, maybe you can help him like I'm trying to. Okay? Well, okay. Well, I could email him a return label, but he don't email. I am so sick of if you don't do computers, go in the corner and die. All right? So he sends it to her. But meanwhile, he puts his boss on the line that says, is the package open? Yeah, your man told me to open it, write this number on the packing slip, take it to FedEx, and it's on its way. Trust me, it don't work that way. Even with UPS or anybody else, if they don't have a return label, they ain't handling it unless it's unopened and they can put refused. So finally, she tells them, well, email it to me.
Bursted his bubble, didn't it?
At FedEx, okay? I'm not, but I have an email you can send it to. Because I'm trying to help him. So they emailed her the slip. She taped it on the box and said, here, take this to UPS, because, being the people that they are, he sent it as a return label from UPS. Well, they're only a half mile down the road, so I finally took that in yesterday, and they just laughed and said, that's what you get when you deal with these mail order coin companies. We have more complaints on that type of business than anything. So my suggestion is, and I've been on this thing a few times, don't deal with these people. If you can't, go back to what I've always said. Get to know your dealer, and so you trust him, because if they're looking you in the eye, it's a lot harder for them to cheat you.
Now, you're saying mail order. how would that pertain to like online dealers? Like, I do YouTube and I do auctions
Okay.
and stuff. People get to know me. Is that a similar thing to mail order?
No,
Or
no. From what I understand, and again, bear in mind, I don't do computers, but from what I understand, and I've been on his YouTube channel lots of times, okay?
you're going to be on it right with
I
this
know,
video.
but people call or email or whatever it is, okay, you to buy things, okay? You don't call them and say, hey, I got this deal for you.
I never call people
Okay.
unless they've asked for something.
Well, I
ahead
have
of
bought
time.
things from them in the past, and I've sent them back in the past, but this time, because it was $400, is my idea anyhow, it's been more of an issue. Well, I really don't want to, get too deep into their name because they charged my credit card, and I'm waiting for my refund.
Well, we've already said their name.
Yeah, I know,
But-
but it's okay.
So
You just don't, you got to watch these people. They're all, well, like I said, he come on, I know, well, you deal with this guy in the little bitty business or the guy at the flea market, all they do is sell you junk. I'm trying to sell you some quality merchandise.
I was just fixing to ask that very
Yeah,
question. What did he say
Well,
about your local coin
yeah.
shops? Ben, you just
Local
answered.
coin shops are going to sell you junk. And I said, hold it, I don't do business that way, and I'm not doing it with you anymore. I've dealt with these guys for, between the three of them, 25 and 30 years.
Each, yeah,
Now,
right?
yeah, each, okay?
Each.
Yeah.
So that's like
Keith-
75
Keith-
years of combined.
If Keith thinks for a second, we'll know how far past the 30 it was when I started dealing with him at a flea market. So I told him, no, if that's how you're going to build your business, by bad mouthing them, no, we're done. And this is all while I'm trying to return this stuff.
So,
Okay?
so basically, a mail order is a lot different than an online.
No.
If you, like in my position where I do YouTube and people get to know me on a personal level, and the mail order is different. It's out there like they're trying to solicit you. They're just like calling you up. Hey, I got this deal. I got this deal. Instead of you like going online, like on my auctions or wherever, and you look at your own leisure and, oh, I like this deal.
But
Maybe I'll call him
right.
and see if I can get a better deal or something like that.
But you've never called me. I mean, granted, and when I walk through the door, hey, I know you and your grandkids do this, and I've got this.
Yeah,
But
that's
not
different.
something you're trying to describe over the phone and
you're-
talk me into buying.
You're coming in the store
I'm
to
coming in
look for
here,
something
I'm
or
looking
just
at it.
visit.
Right, yeah, or just visit. But I'm looking at the product when I come in here or the other two, okay? And talking to them face to face, and there ain't none of this scam nonsense. And as far as I'm concerned, no, I would not deal with them again, and I would not recommend anybody else.
So
And it's probably gonna give me some repercussions.
I doubt that, Floyd. So if you had one, I mean, just one big sentence or small sentence, impactful sentence to say about these mail order people, what would it be?
Don't deal with them. Period. At
That's
all.
it?
Whether they
I
call-
figure you'd be like,
Nope.
they're going to throw you under the bus or something. Or
It's, if they, most of us are smart enough, and I usually am. If somebody
Yeah.
calls to make you a deal, I hang up. But I have dealt with these people by calling them, when I get a catalog, and hey, what is this? Okay? So all of a sudden, hey, I got these Morgan Silver dollars. They're MS-63s.
MS-63s.
Three of them, excuse me, for $400, and I'm going a little steep, but
Yeah,
okay.
it is steep.
Maybe I'll think about it. Well, you can always send them back if you don't like them. Okay. Well, I have sent other things back in the past without too much hassle.
So does it make you?
This is
Does it make you feel when they actually pick up the phone and call you? Does it make you feel like they're a scammer, a solicitator,
Nope.
to where when they call you, it's like some of the credit card scammers. Hey, we need your information, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to talk you into something that you really don't want. Is that how it makes you feel?
No, it's just that, well, okay. Just like coming in here to see Keith, okay? He knows what I buy. He knows primarily which grandkid I buy it. board of director I buy it from, okay? Or for. Well, he was getting to that point. Well, I know your granddaughter likes the Morgans. I got a deal for you on them. Well, myself, and no offense to any people out there, but in my grandkids, we don't really care if it's MS-70 or MS-61. If it's a good-looking coin, they're happy.
So basically, the difference between them and a scammer is they're kind of like a scammer, except they learn you and learn what you like and buy. And in essence,
it's not a cold call.
Yeah, it's not a cold call. They've just basically learned through years or weeks or months of dealing with you what you like, and then they call you up and try to talk you into buying. So how's that make you feel? Being bothered on the phone at night?
Not that good. And then the other problem is, I told him when I bought stuff, do you want us to keep this card number on file? No, I don't. Well, I can just use the card we have on file. Wrong.
So let's go ahead and close this out. If you have any wise words, besides don't deal with them, because you've already said that, what would you say about, GovMint.com or any other catalog mailing service?
Stick to people, more than just talking to them on the phone once in a while for, because you're making a purchase or, here, how about this, or, okay.
Okay, Floyd, real quick. Do we want people to sub our channel?
Yeah, I don't, but that's because I don't do computers.
Do we want people to like this video?
Yes.
And do we want them to
learn from it?
And do we want them to share this video with their friends?
Yes.
So guys, thanks for watching. This is Floyd having a little rant, and hopefully you know the difference between an online catalog order service, basically, or a mailing catalog service, versus an online dealer and I guess you could say an LCS, a local shop. So anyway, we'll catch you guys later.
I don't even do computers, and I know the difference now.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, have a good one.